Hi all, I'm in my backyard having some time with nature. And this is actually the time of the day that all the cockatoos migrate from other areas of my this part of Port Adelaide. Um, and they fly overhead, and sometimes there's big flocks of them, and sometimes there's just little ones, and today it seems to be a bunch of little ones. And what happens is, oh, there's a couple, is they go up into the big trees that are up there behind me, and they camp out for the night, and then in the early hours of the morning, probably around about 6 o'clock, they all take flight and head back to wherever they go during the day. And it's so funny because it's like I can actually pretty much, if I chose to listen out for them, they would be my alarm in the morning because they are really loud in the morning because they all leave together and it's quite funny. So I don't know if we'll get any more now. I've been setting up myself to come out and do this little video, but yeah, so they go up into that tree, and the other day I had a couple of little rainbow lorikeets that decided to hop up into those two palms. Yeah, so it's a bit of a nature moment, um, and I'm just receiving from the earth because the earth is such a beautiful contribution to me these days. The beautiful thing is that it's always been there, and I for the longest time, sorry, there was another bird going over the top. I'm not quite sure what it was. May have been a swift. I'm not sure. Um, Funnily enough. But I used to always think I needed to be back in New Zealand and the place where I grew up in Kakahi to feel grounded and okay, I'm just going to show you something. Watch this. Who's up on my aerial? It's Mr. Pigeon. I like the pigeons. A lot of people don't like pigeons. I kind of like the sound they make because they're a lot more gentle than the cockatoos. They just make a nice kind of coo coo. Anyway, the other bird sound that I really like here is the magpies. I really like the magpies here. Um, Funny story about the magpies. Just to go to that story for a sec. When the very first morning that I was here in Adelaide, and I woke up and I heard the magpies, and something funny was like, yep, I can do this. There you go. There was three of them. Let's see if we can catch any more. Gosh, there's lots of birds floating around today. It's so cool to see. Not that you can see it. That's okay. But yeah, I heard the magpies, and I just went, wow, I can actually do this, and I know I can do this. It's okay. Because I moved here and I didn't know anybody. I didn't have any friends here as such. I had a contact through an auntie of mine, um, and that was about it. I'd never even been to Adelaide before, and I just went and made the big, huge leap, and I just came. Because I was like, yep, feels pretty good to me. So that's kind of my story of how I ended up in Adelaide, part of it anyway. But for the longest time, until pretty much just recently, I've always had this point of view that I had to be back in New Zealand, in the place where I grew up called Kakahi, to feel connected to the earth, to be grounded, um, to feel like I'm me. And when my marriage split up, I actually went home, well, sort of home. I actually went over to the Hawke's Bay for a week. And while I was there, I spent some time out in nature, and it was the first time that I'd ever really feel particularly connected to nature while not being at Nkakahi, and which is in the centre of the North Island, for those who are not familiar. And now Adelaide has the earth, Adelaide has the sky, Adelaide has trees and birds and stuff like that, and Adelaide has the air, funnily enough, because I'm breathing. I know I'm hilarious, right? And it's interesting because now I can actually feel a connection with the earth here. And a bigger part of that is the fact that now I'm making Adelaide home. Adelaide is now considered home for me. Um, and it doesn't mean I'm not connected to New Zealand at all. Totally am and always will be. But yes, certainly the Adelaide has become my place to go, I'm going home now. And that's really nice. It's actually a beautiful thing for me to be able to be that in that space now. I'm coming up 7 years. So it's taken a while. It's taken a while. So anyway, seeing as we've run out of birds, I think, for the moment, I might run away. And I hope you're having a great day. This was my day 12 of the 30-day video challenge. Done and dusted. And yes, finally, I'm not inside my house. I'm outside my house. How does it get any better than that? And we'll catch you next time, guys. Bye.